guys, welcome back to Arry The Stag. TR Tony here. Actually sat in a Triumph Stag today, would you believe, for the first time in quite a while. The weather's been so awful, it's been hard to get stuff done, but actually we did do quite a bit this weekend. It's Sunday afternoon now. I'm just going to give you a quick update on all the shenanigans that's been going on around the Arry The Stag household. So lots to talk about and lots of needing jobs have been done. Let's just take a quick look. And Harry's done a really good job. He's got the caliper back on the bottom of the strut with the brand new pads in there. You can just see slightly loose at the moment because until we get the fluid in and then jump on the pedal and adjust them up, that won't, they'll be slapping around a little bit because the pistons are pushed right back still. But you can see he's got a brand new brake hose on there as well. So job done. Now for the other side. Well done, mate. Good effort. Meanwhile, outside, the boys are working on James's car, redoing the brake discs and the brake pads. Looks like there's some industry going on at the moment with Arry himself. You all right, Arry?
Morning.
Morning. What are you up to?
Redisc pads.
Yeah, good lad. Well done. Here's a cup of tea.
Ah, thank you very much.
All right.
We're just cleaning up hubs before we put new discs.
Yeah, well, make sure they get a proper fit.
Just to get all the old crappy rust off.
Yeah, okay. Well done. Good man. James is around the back there somewhere. Trumpet
He's
pilot
on the
Bob.
other side.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on the other side.
I'll have a look. Back in. Ooh, mind the caravan. There he is. Trumpet pilot Bob. Head under the car. Say hello.
Hang on.
You alright?
Yep. Morning.
Morning. Morning, Angle.
Not you, dog.
There's
Hello.
downpipe
Right.
Duke as well. He's helping out. Good man. Lots of industry. Oi, what are you doing, Duke? Go on. Back indoors.
Oi. It's right, he's here, he's fine.
Yeah, I don't want him running out though.
Just breaking the bolts initially. Duke,
Well done. Well done. So this is the before and after comparison, then, Harry. So
that's after.
that's the new one, and that's the old one. Flipping heck. Not quite down to the rivets, but
Might as well be.
there's about a millimetre left, something like that.
Hang on a minute, the car still brakes better than most. So
Ooh, touchy
yeah,
pilot
I'm
Bob.
not part of the certain sex stereotype.
Well, it is the rear brakes, and they reckon the rear brakes only do
Well, Vauxhall said they were only 80% worn. They were ready to leave them for a bit.
Were
longer.
they? Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they
Well,
wanted my money.
they obviously needed doing, didn't they? So well done, boys. That's another tea break, and making good progress, guys. Well done.
Have 10 minutes to get that done.
Yeah. Arry The Stag.
The blue box, what's it there, please?
Blue box. Can't see the blue box. Oh, that blue.
Without knocking James's wing mirror
That
off.
blue box. Yeah. Yeah. Have a blue box. I'll be your lackey. And here's the second brake caliper. We're waiting to go back on the Stag shortly. First one now installed. Second one about to go on the car. But Harry, as you may have seen, has just been fixing James's back brakes as well. So it's all brakes in this household this afternoon. Alright, so looking up together. I'll put it back into the car in a moment. Just whilst I'm doing this one, I acquired a few weeks ago another one, and this one is absolutely full of rust. I've just been shaking out the water and the rust inside. I don't know if you can see, but it's absolutely caked inside. The one thing is, you can hear the rust. It is actually a solid tank, so worth persevering for. It's going to need some acid treatment. I bought some acid for it, so water flush through and then acid to get rid of the rust, and just over the next few weeks or so I'll try and clean this one up and get this repaired as well, because it is a solid tank. As I say, it's just got some nasty rust inside that just needs cleaning out, so I'll keep you posted on this one. And yeah, becoming a bit of an expert on petrol tanks, it seems, these days. No fuel in here, just water and rust. So I've just been spraying the fuel level indicator sender unit, and you can see it's all wrapped up there in a towel, just so I'm painting the metal, and that's the locking ring that goes on top of the tank, which we'll get to in a bit, but just doing a coat at a time. and hopefully it'll all come together in the end. Meanwhile, Downpipe Duke seems to be amusing himself by eating some ivy or something. I'm not quite sure what it is. Forsyther, I think, actually. And yes, very able mechanic support unit, aren't you, Duke? You enjoying that? Is it nice? Sure it's not very good for you. Huh. Downpipe Duke. And so just to talk you through what I've been doing with the fuel tank, I didn't really want to spend another £500, £600, £700, £800 on a new tank. And obviously, while safety is important, you know, pragmatism is equally important. And if we smell any problems, I'm sure we'll be able to do something about it. Just to illustrate what I've been doing, this is something I've got off the internet, off of eBay, called Petro Patch Putty. It is designed for petrol tanks and sealing all sorts of applications, and basically it's a sealed tube. I won't open this now. Well, this one has been opened. There you go. So I did use 1.5 of these to do the tank. Bear with me 2 seconds whilst I get that out. It comes in a tube like this, and essentially it's like blue tack. I don't know if you can see there, but it's in a kind of 2-part. So on the outer side is like this blue tacky stuff, and then inside is the activator. All you do is you take a bit off the off the packet. You see I've got a little bit left here now, and all you do is just literally slice the piece off and then just knead it for about a minute, and that does the mixing, that does the activating, and then you pop it on the fuel tank over any pinholes, and it instantly goes into those holes. And after about an hour or so, I think you can do it earlier, then you can actually just sand it down so it's all flush and nice and neat and tidy. So that's Petro Patch, and I found that quite useful. Obviously the acid test will be that the tank doesn't leak, but I'm pretty confident it won't, because that was very good. And then the other thing over here that you'll have seen already is a stuff called Pet Seal, which comes in a 500ml tin with some hardener, a little bottle of hardener there that goes with that. Literally, you pour some out into a, I used a baked bean tin because that was practical, and mix it all up, stir it all around, and then what you do once that's activated is that you pour that into your tank and slop it around on the inside, and this then forms a hardened resin on the inside of the tank, which then helps you make sure that those pinholes are sealed from the inside as well. So it's on the outside and the inside then that this tank is now protected. And as I say, I'll keep a watching brief on it. I'm not going to be silly about it, but equally I did think it was, you know, we should be practical about what we're doing here, and I'm hoping that will fix the problem, and we will be back on the road once more. Exciting times. And just a bit of good discipline. I've just been using a bit of emery paper here just to clean up these contacts, because they were actually green. I think you can see that one behind that one there. That one is green still, so I'm just going to sandpaper it off, or emery cloth rather, just to make sure that we are nice and clean for contacts when it goes back in the car. All good practice. And what's interesting is that whilst I've been away, this car's been off the road for 2 or 3 weeks. If you just look at the chrome work on there, it's already pitted and rusted, so I'm going to have to look at that and get that done. And let's see if we can get the car sorted with its petrol tank. This was a temporary solution, just literally putting the pipe into the petrol canister here just to move it off the drive. It's a little top tip. You wouldn't want to go too far in it, obviously, because that's dangerous, but if it just gets you off the drive and the engine running, which it did, then that's good. So let's see if we can get this tank in. And finally just got the whole thing in now. So we've got the 4 bolts back in, as you can see here, here and here. I'll need to do a bit of Evo stick or something on the carpet there because it's dropped off. The wires are back on the correct way, so hopefully the gauge will work. Just a bit of advice if you're doing this yourself, the top Jubilee clip here has got to be right on top of the metal. If you look on the outside of the filler, you've only got a certain amount of distance on the metal, which obviously the Jubilee clip has got to secure against. So if you can just see, there's only about 1.5 inches. So you've got to make sure when you put the filler hose back on that Jubilee clip gets on the metal and not just squeeze the rubber, which it did when I first did it. And the way to do it is just by releasing a little bit of slack here, because you've got quite a bit of overlap here. But all these Jubilees are now tight, and we're going to fill up hopefully, and go for a spin. Fingers crossed it doesn't leak after all that. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this weekend's shenanigans. So much to do, not enough time, but anyway, we're getting there, which is good. It's quite nice to be actually sat in a stag for a change, and hope to be out on the road maybe next week now. We've run out of time. I've got to go and get the missus from Gatwick Airport very shortly, so that's the end of Sunday for me. Don't be afraid to like, share and subscribe. It's always good to have some comments back as well. I know there's quite a few people who give us their 4 pence worth, and that's really great. Share the joy, share the classic stream. That's what we're all about. And yeah, I think that's about it for this weekend. I'll obviously try and update you during the week at some point, but hope you're having a great weekend wherever you are, and we'll see you online on Arry The Stag very soon. All the best. Cheers guys, bye. And don't forget, if you'd like your Arry The Stag badge of honour, it's a freebie. You can go onto our website www.arrythestag.com/badge-of-honour and enter your details, and you'll get one of these here Arry The Stag badges free of charge in the post. So look forward to sharing the joy with you.